Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Good morning. You know, I will never get nobody name up. They was like, like, is that a wig? What was that? I said, I don't know. I don't do hair. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna say the other women that was in there. Some that the, the marriage, they was laughing at the gym with me this morning. They said, we know you gonna put them hairstyle. I said, I am. So I know, because we got 130. I said, I am. I'm going to put it up there. Now, one downvote is Liddell or Kansas. I'm not messing with you.
Rocket, cold.
But look who they said that was Crockett. You got Stephen A. Smith attacking her now. Jasmine Crockett.
Attacking our whole nationality. So it ain't nothing new with him. He's the fastest race. He all that. He let you know who he is. He ain't holding him up.
But he black.
Stephen Miller ain't.
No, Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, man.
I'm talking about Stephen A. Smith. You ain't see how they said to I said, y'all wrong. Y'all wrong. I mean, listen, hey, some laugh with you, some laugh at you. They laughed at me plenty of times. I laughing too, shit. But hey, it is what it is. But boy, we was rolling. They was like, you gonna put them pictures up? I said, I am. She the one brought up content. She said, oh, they trying to use stuff for content. I said, well, she gave it to me. This what I have wanted to say. I was watching one guy. I was looking for his video, and he was talking about like in Chicago when they raided the hotel. And I get both sides, not the hotel, the apartment complex. But and as he was breaking it down, and it was like what they doing is, what they not telling people is, and it's bad on both sides, but these was the ones that the Democrats had. Remember when they took them to Martha's Vineyard and everything?
Yeah.
What's up?
I just can't fathom that, right? Like, I'm still stuck on, you touch my kids, I'm touching you. It's that serious. And the fact that he's just letting this man skate by, but a dude who does something peaceful, that rallies the community to do something peaceful, right? How often do we see people today get groups of people together, rile them up, and go set them loose? Jed gathered a group of people, got them focused, and did something productive, and he's the fucking monster? This is some bull.
Good morning, beautiful people. My bad. I had an appointment this morning, and I had to go to it. I started a little late. I should have been on at 10, but I'm just really getting here. So how everybody doing? How y'all doing on this beautiful, cold morning? It ain't as cold as it once was, but listen, it's still cold. But how y'all doing? Let me make sure I got all this in order over here. Okay, yeah, we tuned in. Let me say, because I see y'all. H. Spragg, what it doing? Shout out to Jed and his IN18, you heard. Mama Quill, how you doing, beloved? Loving me, loving you back. Thank y'all for being patient and waiting till I get here. Terry Nixon, how you doing? How you doing, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. Stanley Wood, how you doing? How you doing? The Dreamer, thank you for tapping in. The lovely Sherry Allen in the building. Demetria Patton, thank you for tapping in. The lovely Karen Malone. Bonnie Vanner, beloved, is in the building. Teresa, how you doing? What's up to my Pastor Nicholas J. Gaddis? How you doing? How you doing? Shout out to the Gaddis clan. Good morning, Karen Malone. Thank you for tapping in. The lovely Miss Eunice, good morning, good morning. No trouble. Good morning. Y'all be safe out there. It's slippery, I can tell you that. Gaddis Line, Karen Landscaping, thank you for tapping in. It is cold out. I mean, it's cold. It's cold. And then it's slippery out there. So the people, if you're driving at the speed, say 25, take it down to 15. In some cases, take it down to 10. I'm just telling you, you will slip and slide all the way out here. Thank you for tapping in. Tasha Lynn, good evening, beloved. Good evening. Erica Gaddis, thank you for tapping in. Shout out to my Gaddis clan. Let me see if it'll let me finally share now. I've been trying to get over here and share this out, family. And I will say this, I'm thinking we having a, oh yeah, I'm thinking we having family. Let me see. The lovely Sharon is in the building. Thank you for tapping in. Oh yeah, I was on my way. I was getting here. I was just running a little late. What's up, Blakey Gaddis? Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, family. I was looking at some things, and what made me put the title in, do we have a moral issue? I was looking on my way riding here, family, and I'm looking at, we still got people roaming the streets. I mean, homeless, they still out here. And I'm seeing it, I'm like, damn, the warming centers. And I was having a conversation on my way in, like really, me and my cousin, I was having a conversation with me and him. I had called him. Hey, good morning to the Way of Jesus Christ live stream has tapped in. The lovely Luana Terry has tapped in. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm like, how can we really fix this homeless situation? I'm like, you would think all the money then came in. Like, you cannot renovate one of these buildings to bring the people in. Well, good morning, Pop Gaddis, and tapped in, coming in from the shy. I'm like, it's crazy some of the stuff that we seeing. It's like it's crazy. And then I want to know, family, who set these prices for like how everything is so high. Me and my cousin was just having a conversation. We was just talking about. He was showing me some about people in Vegas. It's talking about. I think he bought a what was it a two bottles of water, and I think in a bottle or something was down there with $300-400. I might be off, but like, is everything like, is that serious? Like, even with the cost of living you looking at in New York, who set the tone for that a one bedroom you can down there be paying like $4,000? Like, good morning, Big Mama Gaddis and Allie Nicole Gaddis Rivers. Top of the morning, Jaja boy. Thank you for tapping in. I'm just trying to figure out, and I get it, it's levels, but damn, I have we got so desensitized that we just, because we making it hard just for regular people to survive. I'm just saying we making it hard. And today I'm gonna say this. Like, I'm just was putting that out there, family. Like, the lovely Lawana Terry became a YouTube member. Thank you, beloved. We need that. I'm just looking at stuff. I was thinking about it because, like I said, I was the good brother Marcus Fielder and tapped in from Fairfield, California. Thank you for tapping in. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm the brightest and all that. Good morning, Denise Cousins. Thank you for tapping in. But I didn't. I had enough little time. Good morning, the lovely Beverly Biggs Levy. I ain't get to share it out yet, family. I'm finna share this thing out though. But I'm a little caught by surprise right now on a lot of things that I'm seeing. These people will call. Hold on one second, family, while I take this call. Hold on one second. Yeah, they get me every time with the little fake calls. But hold on, I'm just doing some little sharing, family. I got a little late. I'm just a little took by surprise by a lot of things that's going on. Hold on, let me put this together. I'm getting it out here to some of the people who might want to see it. I'm kind of took by surprise by a lot of things that I'm seeing. And just work with me. Let me get my share game going. Work with me. I'm just having. I was just thinking about it. Like, at what's up? A good morning, Rose Gaddis coming in from Seattle, Washington. I'm just a little took back by surprise some of the stuff I'm seeing, and I'm hoping, but I am seeing the work with, like I say, the whole Color of Coalition. If I'm hoping I'm Color of Law Coalition, I'm hoping I'm saying it right. I'm seeing the work they doing, but hell, they even gonna need help from the stuff that's going on. Even they need help, because listen, to try to tackle homelessness is crazy. Good morning, Kobe Fatty. Good morning, Merck 76. Good morning, Andre Holland. Thank you for tapping in. And Ella, thank you for tapping in and good morning to you. I'm just like I'm confused on like what can you really do? You know what I'm saying? The Gaddis Brothers Barbershop, Los Angeles. Thank you for tapping in. I'm just trying to see what can we do. I don't know how we gonna fix it unless they got some of these buildings they can open up and give the homeless, make them rooms where they. Oh crap! Let me change this out. My bad. My bad. I got the wrong stuff up here. My bad, because today is Monday. But good Monday to everybody. Y'all see I'm starting a little late. Let me see this. Yeah, let me just finish getting this out here right here. Let me start sending this. Let me send this where it needs to be. I'm a little, I don't know what we can do, but I'm just saying, a lot of time we seeing all these people. Good morning, First Lady Ashley Gaddis. We seeing all these people, Nicholas the Junior then tapped in. Good morning to you, young fella. I mean, the people then, hold on, let me finish sharing this out. Let me get this out. My bad, but I'm just saying, we see a lot of people. They doing things, but hey, you're gonna have to help. They gonna need more help than you listen. Even I saw where the fella was with in the wheelchair missing a leg. Like, can you imagine trying to maneuver through the snow? Like, I don't know what we can do, but we're gonna have to figure something out, family. I don't know what's going on. It's people doing the work. You're gonna probably have to try to figure something out to make it work. In my humble opinion, I don't know what you can do. What's up, Slick Rick? Thank you for tapping in. I don't know, like what we can do, fires on that. Can you give? Can you hire? Like, it's so many jobs. Where we sitting up, there's only so many jobs. I don't know how they can fix it. It's a lot of money coming in. Maybe if you can see the money go to the work, but I wouldn't keep giving these people money if they ain't doing the work. Especially warming centers should be number one priority. Let me see. This what the lone boat said. Biden administration built 3 million homes, but allowed a surplus of 12 million plus migrants. That's what happened. Economic stress. Like I said, family, it's terrible. But the price of living is going up. I mean, the cost of living is going up. I'm still trying to figure out, even here in Flint, like who can afford, you know what I'm saying, $200,000 condos. And I'm not knocking the people that I get it. You supposed to make money, but who can afford rent $1,800 now? I mean, $1,800. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, some mortgage, like I said, New York. Good morning, Big Ann. Gaddis coming in from Chicago. Who's gonna pay where your rent is $3,000 for like? Just look at New York cost of living. Can you? I'm seeing why they should have homelessness. Is it can just look how many homeless. I'm saying you have people making probably a job there, and what they paying for rent there could come here, and this would be nothing. Let me see what a Lone Boat says. Supply and demand. There aren't enough houses, so rent and home prices go up. I don't know how people think we're gonna be able to sustain like this. What's up, Gaddis Mechanic Shop? I just was looking at it, like I say. I'm seeing the weather out there. I'm looking at the weather. I'm still seeing homeless people walking up and down the street. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what is they gonna do? As you can see, the temperatures are not gonna get better. I mean, at nighttime, it's definitely, well, that's when it counts. Like I said, I'm just saying, but I got a couple things I want to go over, family. We can get off into it right now. I was going trying to get it out here, but I got to take this credit. Like I say, even I got to put this out here, and this coming from, what's up, Reverend James Jim West Gaddis, coming from Los Angeles. Good morning, Wanda Smith family. Like I said again, sorry about coming in late. I had to take care. I had an appointment I had to go to. But this come courtesy of Tony, the Wixter. as you can see, family, and this is on, and we in Black History Month, so why not come with this? And this is coming from Flint Politics Reboot, one of the hottest. You want to get your information, what's going on in the city of Flint, you go right to Flint Politics Reboot. You get to see this. This is coming from Tony. As he said, Flint, Michigan. I don't want to hear stuff about no protest or march about ICE until you protest and march and stand against this. It's not once did y'all call for removal of y'all own police chief or mayor or any other officials behind this behavior. And this come from a YouTube, citizens arrested in Flint during a peaceful protest. Flint police pull elderly man out of the car. Now, and I know I might get in trouble for speaking my mind on that. I might get in trouble, but let me see. The Dreamer, thank you for tapping in. Let me see. It's greed. Dreamer says greed, and some of these apartments owners get governmental subsidies. Trump and Elon also benefit from grants. I mean, yes, you right on that, but they ain't gonna never mention that part. That's called the accountability part. They ain't gonna never mention. Sharisa Dumas, thank you for tapping in. That's why family, like when y'all been hearing me, Crystal Lynn Gaddis, thank you for tapping in. When y'all be hearing me saying, look, we got other battles to fight, we haven't even fixed that one. That's why, even when I do talk to certain people that are activists, you know what I'm saying? Michael B, good morning. Thank you for tapping in. You see what Dreamer said, agree you have to clean from top to bottom. And that's the point that I'm making. Like, we got too many issues going on. We haven't even got you. Look, people was even split on that decision right there. But the same people that was hollering about what happened in Minnesota didn't bat an eye what happened in Flint. That's why I'm saying it'd be kind of hard for me to take, some things seriously. We got our own battles here. And that's why I made the thing up when I might make it up. Why I said, why we wasn't hollering, why we ain't out there. And I'm glad Erica got us tapped in from Los Angeles. Why we ain't bitching about what happened to Keith Porter Jr.? Why they not out there having a protest out there? Oh, no problem. Well, I said good morning for you, even though I see that I overlooked that. I see Kevin Tate said there's a lot going on. Facts, but I mean, it's a lot. I just find it strange that we can go fight other battles. Like I said, even putting that in, shout out to OG Wig for putting that in Flint Politics Reboot. Like he said, and I've been trying to say it, but he did way better than I could ever imagine trying to get my point across. It's like y'all running way over there and you got problems going on here. You think it would be more protesting going on because of the water. Let me see what Alan said, and I'll get right to you, Kevin. The city should have an overall number of homeless people. The city's own buildings should be converted into homeless shelters, warming centers with raw materials to sustain the people. That's what I'm saying. Do we have a moral issue? Let me see what Kevin Tate said. Kevin Tate said Flint is covered with a lot of cover-ups. Wouldn't be the first time. Anna Grimes, Bear Hill, thank you for tapping in. And hit that like button, family, as you coming in and checking on old Otis. Like I said, I'm sorry for not being on time. But sometimes even Otis have things he have to take care of. I'm just telling you, thank you for tapping in. But some of this stuff we should already be on the top of. That is my opinion. When you seeing like what happened to Miss Beverly Biggs and them, we letting that light just go. I see Trevor Lamont Gaddis and tapped in from Durham, North Carolina. Good morning. I'm about to say good morning, family, and hit that like button on your way in. But that's the stuff that I'm talking about. We have to be more, like I would say, conscious of what's going on in our community. How can you, and I'm not saying, but how you gonna go help somebody? You gonna feel their pain, but you can't feel the pain of your own. Here, we got people dying. As you see, listen, we just had a cancer cluster study, and I'm gonna get to that. Just give me a second, but I do agree with Tony on this. Like, listen, until we can get this figured out, why y'all not mad at the mayor here? And I'm not saying, oh no, disrespectful stuff. I'm just saying, why is he getting a pass on the stuff that he done and got away with. We still gotta look. You shouldn't be having a cancer cluster study, to be honest with you, but yet we having one. And ain't nobody mad about that. Let me put that right here. Set that right there. Go on, put it right. I'm just saying, in general, we not mad about that. It should be a whole lot of stuff we mad about. That's what I'm saying. We got too many fights going on, and we trying to worry about. And I'm not saying what happened in Minnesota it wasn't egregious, but I'm just saying what's happening in Flint is just as bad, and people dying. But we can't be, and I get it. Some people ain't gonna like. I'm just saying, even with me, I keep voting Democrat. I gotta share it out now. Who did I miss that just tapped in? What's up, Raphael Bird? Thank you for tapping in. Let them know, Dreamer, to hit that like, share, and subscribe. Big Leroy Gaddis in the building. Good morning, good morning. Coming from Rose Hill, Mississippi. Let me see. Adam McGuire said, what is worse, the crime or the cover up? Damn, that's all three of them. I mean, all two of them, my bad. The crime or the cover up, both of them. But the cover up, you'd think be just as worse. So what's up, Matthew Gaddis? Thank you for tapping in. Lil Mama Gaddis, good morning. Granny G, thank you for tapping in. Let me see what Kevin Tate said. He said, people need to keep an eye on all the money from Ashley Capper and the fake 501Cs, C3s, and how the mayor just somehow took over the cancer study and how people are switching up and taking money to sell out. Well, Kevin, that's interesting. Allison Gaddis Jordan, Compton, California. That's interesting. What he say? People selling out for people for pennies. I mean, well, that ain't nothing new. That's been going on. Bubba Gaddis Jr. in the building coming in from Honolulu, Hawaii. Thank you for tapping in. But I mean, did we not think this was gonna happen? Let me see what Alan said. Brother Mickey, the safety net for the less fortunate should be in place and prepared just in case tax dollars funded centers. You would think that, but look who we putting in. These are greedy people. It's all Alan, just think about it. This what is crazy, and I'm gonna pull this up because I got it. Because I guess we done did enough on fires, ice, to take on ice and fires. What we need to do here because we having problem with the Flint police here, and I do think like we should have got on top of that. Like I said, and that's on. You can go look if y'all want to relive it. You can go back through on this YouTube. Like I said, go on the Flint Politics Reboot. You can see it. It's up on the Tony Post, and you can go check it out. But I'll go ahead and get through that one. Now, this is another story I got this with. Okay, family, let me put this up on here. Okay, with no comments on it. Let me put this up on here. I don't usually like to I don't want to knock none, but this coming from WNEM. Hold on one second, family. Let me get this one out. Let me do it like this. Stop. Add. Let me do this. I don't want to throw nobody off. Okay, here we go, family. This is the next one we're going to go ahead and get up on. And I got to give a shout out to the lovely person that sent this to me in the inbox. This is a Flint Fort Cancer Screening Town Hall. I mean, I can say that was, I mean, what is y'all take on it, family? I mean, I didn't have, let me see who came in I might have missed. Sideways, thank you for tapping in. Okay, no problem, Sideways. Thank you for tapping in. Let me see. What Sally Belly, thank you for tapping in with Sally Belly. Jason, we the people just got cussed out so bad at a court Zoom. They told him to what off and take that to wow. Wow. Bubba Gaddis, good evening. Houston in the building. Gaddis Construction Company. Wow. Well, stuff like that's gonna happen. Let me get back to this though. How do y'all feel about the cancer cluster study? Let me see. Allen said, times like this reveals the droppings of the ball by our elected officials. For sure. Pastor Marvin Gaddis from Atlanta. Thank you for tapping in. I mean, and far as if it getting took, listen, family, and I was saying little this yesterday. Let me see what Raphael said. You know that these nonprofit and 501c3s are promulgated and governed by the state, don't you? I mean, listen, uh, let me see what Kevin said. Wanda Jones got us. Thank you for tapping in. Let me see what he said. He said, "Do you think all the people that names are being listed are real people that is running for a seat, or can they be picking up packages for others?" I have no idea, to be honest with you, Kevin. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I have no idea. Let me see what Denise. Arthur talked on his live about the kind of cancer that they found at Cap Lejeune. Lejeune. Am I saying the right? Water crisis here too. Let me see. But I'm gonna say this though, Denise, and I said it earlier. The problem that the brother then ran into, you fighting against too many factions, and even dealing with, just say you dealing with let me see what the real Casey said. She said, and good morning, she said, is this a new cancer cluster study or the same one that Ida's bringing? I thought it was the same one. Oh, let me see. It wasn't took. Oh, hold on. You saying the cancer cluster study wasn't took. It was handed over for a primacy. I don't know. Brother, I thought he was too, but I got this kind of understanding that it's who you got to go to. Like I said, I had different people call me about it yesterday. I didn't talk to so many. Like I said, I talked to different people, and the thing was, I'm not gonna speak bad of it because what can I do? But I'm not gonna speak bad of it because, like I said, the brother been fighting for it, and like I said, the people that I've talked to made compelling arguments on it. Michael Cooley, good morning, good brother. Thank you for tapping in. It made good things on it. Like I think people looking for. I get it that you know what I'm saying, but like I was saying, you know, he got the study here for people can get the detection. But like I said, I was talking to an individual, and they was like, "Look, man, that's cool, but the real drama start when you find out you got it." And he was like, "Brother, we been here. We all been living in this. Somebody gonna come up with something." But it's like that's the real test is, okay, now we know we got it, but what can we what a cure is that in it? And I'm like, what is this just another study? Like he was saying, he was there. He was just like, to him, it was a dog and pony show. And I was like, I'm like, well, what people can find out. He like, brother, I'm like, I get it. He like, no, but where's, like, far as do we got cures for this? Do we, you know what I'm saying? He was saying this like people like, are they gonna be able to afford the medicine? Like it was so many. I'm like, I get it, but I'm like, then and they like and they thing was they feel like the mayor, other people who the news picking, they pushing. I'll say well, they feel like Del Rico and the mayor like became the face of it. And they like Art ain't became the face of it. And then like I said, they made compelling arguments like and I was just like, look, what could he have done? You know what I'm saying? You got elected officials, they just gonna tend to go with them. But that don't mean the brother gonna stop the fight he been fighting. But this is when you fighting these type of entities, listen, they will play games with you. We know the mayor, this water bad here. He going around saying it's good. But you see how he was able to get in? Let me see what Detroit Red Gator said. Thank you for tapping in. Said Detroit, man, it's rough down here. It's rough out here too. Downtown Detroit homeless. Wow. Let me see what Mark Hutchins said. I looked at the cancer study rollout, and I see the water crisis all over again. People from DC, U of M, and others. Nobody from Flint and Decision Room don't look good. It's facts. Let me see. Why no one talking about the mayor anymore? How can you stand with a snake? Why no more lying mayor? You know what? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I know we over here give our opinion on them. I just try to call a spade a spade. Let me see. Katie says, so is he not to take the help of money for the people? And that's the thing. That's the thing. Sometimes, because listen, my thing is this. Of all the good that the brother done far as trying to get the study here, like, I get it. You never gonna be able to satisfy. And when it's come big one, cause that come with money. I don't know what people like don't understand. That stuff come with us. Like that's money in medical. Big business. Big business. I mean, I'm just saying, good morning, thank you for tapping in. Alan, thank you for this. Let me see what Alan said. How can Mayor Neely take credit about this study when I was fighting for years for the people going to DC? That's how people do it. Just think about it. When they thought the school debt was finna be cleared, the mayor wanted his wife up there to take credit. Just think about that. This is what they do. Let me see, Mark. It didn't even look like I knew this rollout was coming until it was announced. And Neely don't care. Flint sentences ain't the decision making room. Ain't in the decision making room again. Same as the water crisis. Facts. Let me see. Denise Cousins. They say blood tests they have funding for now and can show you ahead which cancers you're subject to with your cells. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Why is the mayor of Flint in Detroit campaigning? Why did the main people running for Flint see Flint Flyer was already done and all? I mean, but Kevin, that's always had been the same. When you be seeing them campaigns, didn't May say about the dark literature? That's always been like that. I mean, to be honest with you, what did we expect? Like it's big business going on. They moving millions of dollars downtown, like 5 minutes from where I'm recording at. They moving millions of dollars. And some said a billion that came through here. Do you think they going? What's up, Chris Moultrie? Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in. Let me see what Longboat say. Can't fix the water, but we do have a $7 billion AI data center investment that only run up utility bills amongst community, brings very few jobs. You're being sold out. Hey, I can go with that. Let me see. No, they have them already done, and they all look alike. And hey, listen. No, what I'm saying is, remember when Eric Mays was talking about it? Good morning, the lovely Carolyn Hendrick. Remember Eric Mays said the dark literature. Could that fall up under the same dark literature? Do we think it did like the? You think they this ain't no different soup. It's the same soup reheated. Same soup reheated. You just got some people like, listen, I fought against this subject. I ain't gonna say subject. I fought against the mayor and ain't won. It seemed like if you roll with him, you win it. I mean, that's just how people is. I know we don't want to admit it, but today's friends can be tomorrow enemies. Let's just be honest. I mean, I know we don't want to accept it, but that's just how it is. Like I said, we earlier what I was just talking about showed that when Miss Biggs and the elderly got did, you didn't see nobody hopping out there talking about that. You ain't see no article. Was they written up after we probably said something about it? Well, well, Kevin. Well, I'm gonna just put this up. Let me see what the lovely Sharon said first. This is the second time Neely has shown up to steal Arch Thunder. Sherry, you remember when I said this? I said I wouldn't have invited him to the first one. I would have let it be known. See, I'm not gonna play by the books with him. And I was watching Tariq Nasheed this morning, family. I got up and watched it. He even talked about Eric Mays, said he was one of the great ones that's gone. Even people in California feeling like Eric Mays was one of the last great ones that was battling for the people. That should tell you everything you need to know. Tell you everything. Let me see, Sherry. Let me see, Kevin. He said one person has been playing both sides and getting info for the mayor is the one that making them. I don't. We have to find out. If you can't break them, join them. Lone boat. That's what it seemed like it's coming. Let me see what Allen said. From the time Neely became mayor until this present day, Neely stayed 10 miles away from speaking on clean water, pipe replacement, and making the citizens of Flint whole. Facts. He keeps saying, Kevin saying it wasn't stolen, so you saying it was handed over. I'm glad you do, Sherry Allen. I'm just saying, from my humble opinion, I could be wrong. But you know what? And I'll say this. Sometimes, man, you can't keep going in attack mode. You got to know how to play. Because, like I do say this, I mean, listen, I don't know. Like I tell you, I don't know. I can't say. All I can tell you is when we get it, we report on it. From the looks of it, you might know something I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to speak on, and I'm just coming from the people who saying it. It looked like it's been took away. I told you the first time when he did it, I wouldn't have invited him there. I didn't even get invited, but I wouldn't just BSing. But I wouldn't have invited him there because to me, and I get it. Okay, this the mayor, but do you think Eric would have cared? And that's when I was watching Tariq Nasheed's show this morning. It made me think. I'm sitting up there. And that's what I'm saying, Alan. I can't say, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. He said, you to stand against not joining up with snakes. Facts. Let me see. Let me see. It was paid for. It was just not pushed out or stolen. It was not stolen. I would have been talked about it heavy. Let me see what Miss Lorraine Thompson. How you doing, beloved? Thank you for tapping in. I absolutely agree with this immature silliness. It's a boy game. This is bigger than any one person. You have to move to self. You have to move self out of the way to benefit the masses. I applaud Art and his maturity, and that hey, sometimes you have to do that. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. The goal was he wanted to get the people recognized because you got to think too. Art trying to run for a seat, and that's why I'm saying you have to watch because listen. And I hate to bring it up. Now you getting all this free, all y'all getting it, so I will be expecting a check. Um, you have to really do look at the situations. Good morning, Kenneth. You really do have to do look at it. Do you want to? You can keep fighting it, or the goal was you wanted to get the testing done. Now the testing is done. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get it's able to be done. If the maybe the mayor with the help of other people probably can take it to another level. Not saying he will, but that and I ain't watched this live all of it, but just from just knowing who the people is you battling against, like I say, people at the top do business. They will push you over to keep what they got going on. So you already seen it when how they took over the water crisis. You saw the people. So that's all I'm saying. It wouldn't seem like this would be no different. Like Mark Hutchinson said, look how they did. They moved certain people in and moved certain people out during the water crisis. So, this ain't nothing new. The people getting tested, that's the thing. But trying to win that seat is a whole nother thing. Let me see what let me say. KD said, do we understand politics? Sometimes you have to deal with people you detest, especially depending on their position. Facts. Let me see what Cicero said. Good cold morning, family. Have a blessed and safe day and stay warm. Facts. Let me see. Denise said, Maurice Davis has the demolition map along with the master plan. The area of Civic Park is all planned in green space. If a resident has a fire in that area, they have to build. They have a bill to stop them from rebuild. Let me see, Allen. Mayor Neely's a professional politician. Play the game. You have to. Anybody from Longbow, anybody who's treated like they have immunity will act as if they have immunity. Nothing changes until elected officials are held accountable. Facts. Let me see what Mark's saying. The cluster study clearly has been taken away. Del Rico and Neely don't know blank about it. Flint got to get representatives in the room where decisions are made and who is in the room. I mean, now that you got to hope people that's going to be fighting. That's what I get was, because like I said, the people who was mad about it was still saying they didn't like who was over it. And I was like, listen, cause some of the comments, like I said, I had some of these questions for the people. If it's something that I stand for, I'm going to take it to my grave. I'm not giving up anything that I believe in. Sometimes, Kevin, there's nothing you can do. They will just take it. I'm from Missouri, and we held our politicians' feet to the fire in 2022 for COVID fund misappropriation. They have been in lockstep with the people of Missouri ever since. We can't get them together. We can't get them on the same page. We get divided here. Kind of hard to get stabbed in the back in the morning, but go out drinking with them at night. Yeah, that's rough. Roll, roll or be rolled, period. A lot of behind the scenes conversations, facts. I keep telling people that, like, listen, I done seen, well, I ain't gonna say I done seen, you done heard the stories on how presidents then shook people down, governors then play, I mean, not shook, then played game. They might have been rolling with you. Politicians then switch sides of, well, the people they was running with. Just think about how the Kennedys backed Obama. People, when it come down to politics, and the Clintons was mad about that when they was picking sides. Then you have, wasn't it the Edwards, and then Gore get behind them. I mean, Kevin, I can't answer that for you. I can't answer why he didn't want to do it. Only thing I came up with, brother, I'm gonna be honest with you, and it's my humble opinion. I ain't called to ask the brother nothing. Said, why did the Rico step down for running? There's more than people are saying. It's a lot of why are some of the people running? See, people not telling you why they running, and I can get it why he probably didn't want. I said, in my humble opinion, how messy that it is. I don't know. I just said, in my opinion, when he was coming on, I said, I don't think the brother gonna run. Do he really want to get in the mud on how the game's gonna be played? Just think about it, Kevin. Before the brother got here, we knew he was coming when he was finna get the District 8 seat from rumblings in the street, and it was already stuff being through. I'm just being honest with you. It was already garbage being slung on him. Trying to be honest as I can. So, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that. That's just like, let's be honest. Even with Art running, when Carol came out and threw her shot, and let's be honest, Carol was the front runner, as people would look at, just in this race that she in, because she was the one that close to beating Leon, allegedly with the help of the clerk office. Antonio, I would, you know what? I will get that for you again tonight. You know what I'm saying? Please tap into the nightly nip. We're gonna break. You late, you really not late. I was late, but we're gonna break that down all the way. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Kevin. Listen, brother. I'm one of the ones you ain't gonna catch. No, you know what I'm saying. You ain't gonna get no words about none of that. Yeah, Antonio, we're gonna have that broke down at 6:15. You know, I'll be on entertaining till winters get here. We're gonna go back over that whole thing about who all running again. Only thing I'm saying is, let me see. Let me see, Denise Cousins. Some say some are still coming in for different positions. Some are going to reconsider. Okay, so we ain't even got a full blown. We ain't gonna really know who really running. To be honest with you, Kevin, all we can do is put up the maybes that we think might be running. Hey, Alan. That's what I was trying to say. Excuse me. He said, brother, in my opinion, that the higher ups desires to keep this train traveling in the same direction. And that's the point that I'm making. Just think about it. Don't nobody see what the clerk office is doing? Don't nobody see what the like we don't even have Flint don't I keep saying Flint don't have an ombudsman. They had one, but they let a citizen come in and shake up that whole thing and cost the sister Shasta Little her having an ombudsman. But just think about it when you got Joe King was on there, when you got and allegedly, I don't hate to put his business out there. Allegedly, he has city contracts. When you got the current president, what's his name, William Harris, allegedly his mother was getting ARPA money. When you looking at like the different people that's on there, you got a lawyer on there, but allegedly she's not a lawyer or think she don't, her mind don't process. She's probably one of the greatest minds in the city no, probably in the world that can tune off her lawyerness and just become a regular citizen as an being on the ethics and accountability board. It just go blank. I'm just saying, hella, like I said, I give her kudos. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. I'm just talking about you in your capacity and the ombudsman. I mean, as a ENA board member. I'm just saying, never was an issue about, even though it wasn't even in the charter that you can have an ambassador. Just think, when nobody tripping about none of this, but the citizens, and you had council people who was trying to fight about it. You had, in my humble opinion, no, I was talking about the ENA board, Kevin. I'm talking about the ENA board. The people I was talking about, I was just naming like these people on the ENA board that they overlooked a lot of stuff. Just think about it. You seen Tanya had to go in front of the ENA board. Dennis had to go. Like they was having Liddell was able to go there and lie. Candace went right there and lied and didn't hold nothing against him. Just think about it. Trishelle had to tell the president, who they made the new president, that that's what I'm, but that lawyerness kicked in on that part. But everything, like I said, they picking and choosing on what they doing. Just think when you had um, Billy Dantzler on there, when you had Carol on there, like all the fights that they had. That's what I'm saying. Like all the stuff, and we thinking this is something different, Alan. Like it is what it is. Like you don't see. I didn't see if it could have been like them, like Davina being called out. Because even on this standpoint, like to me, like Dennis was calling out, like a lot of stuff was being called out, but it didn't get like it should have been. Like I said, Sis Audrey, what was her back in that when she was saying that Liddell Lewis didn't live here? So there's so many things that we can sit up here and trot out. You seen so many, like I said, I ain't never seen blacks get to break so many rules and don't go to jail. Seriously, let me see what Denise said. Big money, this area gonna try hard and keep the Neelys where they are. But if we can get good counsel, that 6 or 7 vote together, it won't matter what the Neely. But that's the problem. Look at the ones who are running. Just think about it. Look at the ones who are running. Like you gotta hope. Now we know Miss Beverly Biggs gonna give him a fight, but if she the only one that's opposition, her fight would be nothing on there. Hey Kevin, well, let's find out. We're gonna have to find out. Katie, listen. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm not gonna go off into that, like you know what I'm saying. I don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna sit up there and say, that's true. Oh, I don't know. Like I say, other people might be privy to more things. I can't see that if he did do that, and I'm gonna go with the big if. If we have 4 ifs, we have a fifth. If he did do that, do you know how self-destruct he would self-destruct his own thing? I'm just saying, if he did do that, you know how many people would be run? Because I would be one of them on here talking about it. Like, wow, did you see what happened? And I probably wouldn't be the only one. Even the people who dislike him was gonna drag him. Let's be honest. I don't think the man that naive would do that. Hold on, family. I'm just saying. Believe me, I don't think they would want him to just go ahead and do that. Like, but I'm not gonna go off into that. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you know something I don't know. But I know everybody trying to get their people on there. If we go by what Liddell allegedly she trying to stack it. Katie, I'm just gonna sit back and watch it. All you have to do is sit back. It'll play itself out. See, I ain't gonna jump on it like that. Like, that's why I say, and like I say, and Carol might had the right. I'm not here to say if she was right or she was wrong. I'm just saying if she was running, if she gonna run, she gonna, you know what I'm saying? You would assume with Leon out the race, she would be the top vote getter. Hey, Mark, that's what I'm. See, that's what I'm more with. I don't think Art gave away the study. I don't think Art was ever really in it. Clearly, decisions were being made, and he wasn't involved. Art got to be way more sophisticated about these matters. Facts, and that's what I'm going with. Way more sophisticated about this. We know who all is running on April 21 when all applications are due. Facts, Stanley. That's why I'm like, I won't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go on that. That's why I'm like, all Carol don't do, got to do is just run. Even how you feel, you wait till you get in. And hey, and I agree with you, Denise. Sometimes listen, man, sometimes you got to understand, like, I get it. And like I say, we just go on with what we think, but I'll let it play out. I'd rather let it play out because going about it this way, I'm telling you, you're not gonna win. He gonna let his people walk in. And when you got the info, just go ahead and drop it. Because I'm saying like this is like how 2019 started. People just be putting this stuff out there, and then when it don't be right, and it be later, then that's what I'm saying. You mess around and hurt the person that you want in there. Believe me. Oh, facts. Allen, Neely flooded certain wards with a lot of candidates to muddy the pond until the general election. By that time, the clerk office will be done, cooked it up. Man, and you see it. Just think about it. You see it already happening. Just listen, when you put LaShawn and Liddell, he already knew he was going to have to pick a choice. Just like we hearing rumblings about Liddell with this plan. But I will give her credit. She out here grinding. See, Liddell not worrying about nothing. She worrying about winning that seat. She ain't got time. She already taking advantage of the rules that was set that they went ahead, and I respect her for it. She taking the she already taking it. I respect her for it. Hey, Sally Belly, what you say? You yes, definitely sitting back and watching and looking at the circle. People keeping photos and support is worth 1,000 words. Facts. Let me see what Denise said. When all the big news in the Flint Journal go along with believing and just put what the mayor wants, the journalists don't care here. What is truthful facts? Now, because you know what I think the people here so. And I do see they done took the propaganda game so serious. Here it's crazy. It's real crazy. Let me see what Granny G said. Laws only apply to the ones that are less fortunate, and it's all over the world. Shaking my head. Power money makes people look real stupid. Facts. Mark Hutchison. I really don't. Oh, you weren't talking to me. Art really don't have a choice. That Rico and Neely don't know anything, but they are being put out front. Art got to do more than go to meetings. He has to get into the decision flow. Facts. That's what really you wanted to be at when the decisions are being made. Who in the room for you? And I agree with you saying, Mark, because damn, who was in the room made the decisions on this water crisis, how they was going to pay the people when damn near 100,000 people been poisoned and only 26,000. That's what they know. That they really want to find other people. They split that 26,000 amongst. I mean, that 600 some million amongst 26,000 people. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Politics is a joke. Let's be honest. I mean, yeah, because the people we sending up there don't care. That's what I'm telling you. Don't care. That's why I put up that earlier. Showed you what happened in Flint, how Miss Biggs them got snatched out the car. In courtesy, it was in Flint Politics Reboot. Shout out to Tony Wiggins for putting that up in there, asking the question. But yet, you got people running to Minnesota. We even have some look what is happening here. You can say that the mayor, you can say Trump is he this, but damn, he doing the same. He letting people getting did like it's a whole bunch of stuff being messed up here, but we can't see it that way. Ain't nobody protesting out here. Just think about what happened this summer where a young boy got sprayed with all that mace. But people run, like I say, Black lives don't matter. I get it, the behind the thing why they say Black lives matter, but do they really? Do Black lives really matter? Hey, listen, what he said, let me say, I agree the moment you bring up you're a Republican or you're just another liberal. No, open your eyes and look at things face value. Our system is falling, and why is and we are the reason why. I want to know how we the reason why, and we ain't made no decisions on how the system is failing. I'm trying to, please explain that to me. Why are we the reason the system is failing? We voting to put the way this system was set up. We doing everything they say. You're supposed to vote for these people. Well, who created the concept? Who did the dividing? Who did the dividing? Let's be honest. If we gonna talk it, who did the dividing? Who did the dividing? Because right now, if we gonna be honest, who mad about the so-called 10 million immigrants that they say illegal immigrants that came here? Who running around went to let me phrase it. Who ran up to Dearborn? I want to know the race. What race is doing this? Who ran up to Dearborn saying, I'm just trying to figure out what race went to Dearborn and saying that it's finna become a Muslim city or a state gonna turn me. I'm trying to figure out who ran to, and then it was a big issue saying it was prayers in the morning. Who ran to Minnesota and making the issue out of it? I'm just saying, who decided to put you? They wanted ICE to come in, and who let the so-called. I know we ain't made no decisions on who can come in, who can come and can't come. I know that for a fact. Oh well. If we going through that, then that's not that. Then that's 99% of the problem. Then if we can figure that out, that's 99% of the problem. You see, Alan said this government is who brought you the immigrants in. Super hypocritical. I don't know who said the Republicans are better. I don't understand why people believe the Republicans are any better than the Democrats. I don't. I don't say they better. And that's just like we're here. We live it in the city. Listen, that's what I'm saying. We trying to fight like that's my point. Why are we sitting over here tripping about? And I'm not saying what they doing ain't is right. But listen, we should be focusing on trying to get this water here together. That should be the main corporate. The water should be here, should be fixed. And listen, Trump is the president now. He can come to Michigan if he want to say Flint. Well, we're gonna get this water fixed. He can get the army, get the engineers, and have them coming over here and get this together. Oh, I see what you're saying, Chris. I see what you're saying. No, but no, I seen it when I got it. I understood what you were saying. Hey, JP6, I agree with you. But when you look at it, just look at the situation and how all this stuff started when Trump brought the National Guard to DC. Just think about that. Just think about how they was attacking the black areas. Just think how they was attacking. Just look how they was doing it. Nah, I'm just not fat bong shady. I get what you're saying. They said the system is developing a way to keep people in a state of discomfort. So it's easier to manipulate, but not uncomfortable enough to notice said manipulation people have forgotten. I don't. Yeah, but it goes back to they said how things should be. It's supposed to be us versus the government, not versus us. People are blinded by the overcomplications. But this goes back to this right here again. And I know people don't want to hear it, but I gotta bring it up because this was a man in power that said this. And but it seemed like we be forgetting, we overlook some histories and don't nobody like. I'll read it again for you. I mean, not for you. I'm just reading it. This from Lyndon Johnson. If you can convince the lowest white man he's better than the best colored man, he won't notice you're picking his pocket. Hell, give him somebody to look down on and he'll empty his pockets for you. U.S. President Lyndon B. Johnson. Now, this your president saying this. But see, we'll overlook that. See, we'll overlook some of the stuff the president say. We'll overlook that like, oh, that ain't nothing. A president said that. A decision maker was able to say that. So when you looking at it, hey, I didn't say he wasn't, but I'm just telling you, look what he was saying and look what's going on. And that even shows to this right here. Just look at what happened to Keith Porter Jr. in California, killed. You don't see no man, you ain't see no protest going on over there. Hell, I done came on here and told you, well, y'all should know now because I didn't had Trevor on when he talked about being him. Oh, no, no, no. I understand what you're saying, Fat Bong Shady. I get what you're saying. When you look at, like when I said, I had Trevor, which is he was conservative, and I was talking when I was at BF Physical Therapy, I was talking to a guy that's a liberal. Both of them agreed upon what happened, that they got to wait till all the evidence came out, and they was both agreeing with the ICE agent, the innocent to proven guilty. But you got to see with Trevor when he came on and gave his opinion. But then what happened in Minnesota, they had a disagreement. This was the conservative, this was the Democrat. I mean, a liberal. The conservative still had is that you shouldn't be interfering, the lady was in the wrong. The liberal was like, they was wrong. And I'm like, damn. But what I took from the conservative and the liberal, they both could agree upon taking the side of the ICE agent on us being killed. They wanted to believe that the ICE agent was, he was right until he proven guilty. But over here, they disagreed. And that's the point that I was making. It seemed like it's like, what's up, Yogi G? Thank you for tapping in. It seemed like it's all right when we be killed. It's all right. Ain't no big thing. We just find out. But when we saw these individuals, and as you see, and I'm not saying these people was right or wrong, the two that got killed in Minnesota, I thought, it was out of place. I'm not going to agree with the killing. It was out of place, but we've been experiencing that. And I shouldn't have to keep going back over it. Hey, Chris, I didn't say that. Hear me out. I'm not saying that the Democratic Party they better, and I know you're not talking to me. We got something, but still, look how they playing us far as with this immigration situation. Look how they playing us through this. Just think about it. You have Biden telling you you need to go hook up with the Latino community. They brought 10 million people in. Who was they going to replace? That's what I'm saying with the Democratic Party. And when you had, and this was President Biden. But remember, we had Roland Martin. Like I said, I still watch some of Roland Martin. I like some of the stuff, but I know he a Democratic shield. I watch Roland Martin. Y'all gotta wait. They dog Ice Cube out for the same thing going to Trump that Maurice got then they got took out his second war seat about. But yet we had they rolled the block. Oh, wait till Biden got it in. What happened when he got in there? Did you get a Asian hate crime bill? You got even when but it's in the bill that he wrote. But you couldn't get the George Floyd bill passed. I'm just telling you, you have to look at it, and people forget. Biden was one of them, the 95 crime bill, and we still let it go. People forgot during that campaign how Kamala called his ass racist, but we that was just in the heat of the moment when they was battling in the Democratic what's the name. But yeah, he went over there, gave his thing. I'm not mad that Strong Thurman was probably one of his mentors. You can't be mad at that. That's just like you heard Brother Elliot, his daughter in the Army. If we put up something about the Army, you know what I'm saying? Like you, Trevor, have his stance on it, and I have my stance on it. And I come from a military family. But as we see, it's a different, and people don't want to admit the two Americas. Now, the new people that they getting their asses rushed, they feel some type of way. And just look, they want Don Lemon to get in the battle for we can be like, no, we still getting our ass whooped by the police. When I hear people, they going to be on you, they have never left us. They might have left us for a few seconds. Now they on y'all asses. It's an outcry. You got police chiefs coming out. You even had ours here. It was wrong what ICE did. But damn, did you mention about when Art got hit? When this happened down here at the city of Flint, when blacks was getting snatched out their car, because we are accustomed to that's happening to us. You know, the new people didn't got it. They not accustomed to this. Like, hold on. We put on here, we marked that we white. We didn't come over here and say we was black. Hell, y'all ain't gonna let the pro-black ones come over anyway. So let's be honest. I'm just saying. Let me see. The Republican state allow illegals to cross the border. It's facts. Let me see. The modern double standards aren't saying that white men in power can't end anyone, any other skin color, man. Who is lesser? Is it okay? But for God forbid, I'm a normal man, ends life at it. Listen, this stuff that we in is terrible. Let me see. My issue is there shouldn't be two Americas, nor there should be only one. But man, it's far from achievable in this current situation. That's the reason I'm saying you see the two. All you gotta do is go back study the coroner commission when they did a study and they showed the two. Just look now, just look at it. We got sundown towns here in Michigan. We got even places, and that's what I'm saying. You had a man come here want to go to Dearborn because he felt like the Muslims was taking over. The Arab Muslims was taking over. Went there. Not even, and that's what I'm saying. Some fights, it wasn't even a belief. Oh my goodness. Let me see what Antonio said. Well, if we blame Biden for the 94 crime bill, we must blame the black leaders in the church, Congress, and communities that ask for something to be done doing. Hey, listen. Look, Antonio, I was sitting up. Remember C. Dolores Tucker? Did we forget her? Look how she came after the rappers. Look how Pac them was going. They always go get people that they can get in to try to deal with the youth. They've been doing that. They don't be saying they be using our own to attack us. This ain't nothing new. They forgetting about the sellouts back then. They acting like they didn't breed no more sellouts. Fat Bong Shady. I disagree. Religion and politics do not belong in a modern society. It's a concept from how many hundreds of years ago, and let's be real, as things age, they tend to degrade. But look how religion and politics was running good. It only came corrupted. Because just think, we, even in our short time being here, we never seen a lot of the things in the annals of history like we seen been put down here. Concrete Jungle, good morning. Jeff Johnson, what it do? but we seeing this thing called this construct of American society. I think you going when you took out, just look at the school. They took. I mean, when I was going to school, you had to pray in the morning, Pledge of Allegiance. A lot of things they didn't took out, and look what they put in. But but what would you really reinvert? Because like when you looking at it, it just going with the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You can see a history. It's giving you a history of the people who went off the path, and you seeing what didn't happen. No different than you seen the Rome Empire, the British Empire. You can't keep trying to rule off imperialism and expansion. Because if you go look at all of, as they say, as they know, all the great ones, how do they implode? How do all of them fail? If you all the stories be the same, wars, expansion, trying to worry about the kingdom you done went far out, like, and they had to come up with new ways. To me, they just corrupted the religion because we're not getting the religion in its truest form. We getting it like a cut on it because you had some people who use it as a tool to enslave other people. And I took my book home. That's why we'll be on. What's today? Monday, tomorrow, Tuesday. We'll be on at 5:00. Tap in, and you will see when we'll be talking about the Council of Nicaea, and when you see how that was did. Rome knew it couldn't rule no more through just with their military. And you know what, Chris Caleb, you gotta hope you can get it even at that level. Cause I'm just look at it. We had what was his name? He's no longer here with us. Good Trouble. When he wanted to do a study, was that the one saying Good Trouble, or was it the other one? Good morning, Miss Tia. Thank you for tapping on. Um, what's the name of it? Damn, I done lost the train of thought. Let me see what Alan said. The black struggle is not compared with gay rights. There's zero comparison. The black fight for civil rights had nothing to do with unnatural. I get what you're saying. I'm just saying, but this is the stuff. John Lewis, thank y'all. Also, what happened to he wanted to do a thing at Congress about the Flint water crisis. When he died, it died. Why? Why? What's up, Marcia Tarver? Hey, Mickey, I'm late to the party. No, I was late too. I didn't come on at 10:00, family. That's why I'm here doing this. Stacey Abranism for the chat tonight. She spoke at the AME Founders Day. Yeah, okay, such class facts. But I'm just saying, let me see what else. Uh, but that's the problem. That's why the quote what Lyndon Johnson said. That's like when you see right now, when nobody tripping that Trump just did a transfer of power to the top. They not tripping. Listen, we here, and I'll be loving when Trevor give his point when he like, well, you blew Flint. They did $1 billion, and I'll be like, I love to hear that because it's like, but we just blew 40 billion over here. But you see how we just gave 40 billion to Argentina, or we just gave, we just did this pact with Israel or whatever. I love when I hear because I'll be like, this is what Lyndon Johnson was talking about. Because it goes to, and that's what it never amazes me. No, but yeah, Chris, but what was that he still wanted to come do the study? Like it should have never stopped. Okay, 600 million. They didn't send billions to people. And I'm just saying, but the thing is not fixed. You got cancer cluster study. You got kidney disease going on. What's up, Felicia Martinez? Thank you for tapping in. My thing is, you ain't late. I ain't come on at 10:00. But I'll be back on, man, Winters will be back on at 6:15. I'll be back on, family. I'm not even gonna say I'll be on at 6:15. With thank you. If I am, thank you. Big Maj 83. I'm just saying, like, and then I'm just saying, just look at it. I'm just saying, just look at it, man. We worrying about what's going on. And I'll say it again. Who mad about and even with the school system, that right there, man, we can talk about the Flint school system. Look, I might have to bring Brother Roberts back on. I might get with him. I don't know what day I'm gonna get with him and try to get him to come on for people and family. I will be getting out in the streets and chopping it up. I'm gonna listen. Bear with me. Starting this, I'm gonna say next week. Hopefully, when it start warming up, I do want to get out here with some of the people. What's up, Miss Karaja? Thank you for tapping in, beloved. Y'all get that like up. Hit that like button. You heard? And thank y'all for tapping in with Old Space. Let me see what Kevin said. Flint schools need to close all the way down. But look at the people we got over them, though, Kevin. Y'all know when I bring Brother Roberts on, I'm gonna ask. Well, you know, I already asked him. Listen, I ain't gonna grill the brother, my good brother, on here like that. But y'all know I grill him. And when we be having our phone conversations, we back talking. I'm like I told him, I don't like some of the stuff that. Yeah, it's council. No, is it? No, it's council Wednesday. Council Wednesday. Council Wednesday, family. It'll be Council Wednesday. Nah, man. Like I want to get him on here for y'all, but we gotta be fair to him. Let him come on and just like because I want to get out in the streets and start talking to some of the residents. You know what I'm saying? Chopping it up because I don't think a lot of time. Let me see. Let me get my roll call today because I ain't had one. This coming in with Felicia. You heard? It said Mickey's roll call is sponsored by Democratic Taylor Remmitt for winning Senate seat in Texas. No Democrat has won that seat since 1978. People are tired. Congrats, sir. Voting matters. Fact. Let me see what Fat Bong Shady said. I'm enjoying this conversation with you. It's nice to find someone who isn't propaganda brainwashed nerd. I'm not interested in politics because honestly, it's far gone at this point. My vote doesn't matter. See what I'm saying? That's how people be really get the feeling. I mean, just look here. People voted for people to get in and think they was gonna fix this Flint water crisis. I'm pretty sure, and I ain't even got to go back and look up the video. I bet Gretchen Whitmer ran on she was gonna fix the water when she was running. I bet she ran on that. Oh, facts. Okay, but we'd be on that 6, Denise. We coming on that 6. I'll be here about. I'm gonna start the show at 6:15. We'll be on at 6 to 8. Then when we go off, y'all can tap in. Facts. Yeah, the water not fixed. We just had a brother. I just had. They just had the cancer cluster study is in effect now. Oh no, ain't nothing fixed. That's what I'm saying. You see this? How they thought the water. Even he think the water fixed. The world think the rest of the United States think no, the water not fixed. Yes, and we still waiting to get it fixed. Yes, that's why we do a podcast talking about it for that reason, right? And we in election season. New governor coming up. What she did? See what I'm saying? Kevin's take that he said she did, and that she was gonna fix the roads. And how did that work out? Allen, they purposely cut funds from the public school system, and those same funds were redirected to private school. But see, they're not gonna say nothing like that. They will never say nothing like that. That's what I'm saying. Brother Elliot come on here on Tuesdays and Sundays. Tell you, I had to turn my wife. He said it stank. That's what I'm saying. But people actually dying here. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's sad. That the people we having a cancer cluster study here. Cancer cluster study. This is what crazy. Like I said, we got people getting snatched out the cars because they wanted the mayor. Like people don't mention why it was a protest at the mayor house, why we had to get somebody to come from out of town to come and show a different way because the way we had been doing it wasn't working. See, a lot of that stuff don't get mentioned. And this was sad. And this it right here. Let me put it back up. A Flint Ford cancer screening town hall. Hey, this was it right here. That's what I'm telling you. You see, but God forbid, what the people have across the world is more important than all, and that's the problem. That's the problem right there. Look, Flint Ford can't. And look, I done lost two uncles. Now I can't mention the other ones. I done had numerous ones die from cancer. It seemed like shit. I had a whole goddamn family that died from cancer. To be honest with y'all, I ain't the only one. And this was before they was talking about the cancer cluster study. With my first one, when I think Ed died in what, oh 09, 2010, some stuff like that. Like, come on, like cancer, come on. I mean, like, listen, family, we in it. Let me see what Mark said. That cancer cluster study is looking just like the water crisis. Flint residents have no representation at that decision table. This is a big problem. You have to be in the decision room. Yeah, you got to be in the decision making. If you're not in the decision making, we hit. Keep hope alive. If you don't vote, you lose. So help us win. That's what I'm saying. Let me see what Kevin Tate said. Them big values at the end of every two city block cost 80K each day. They're not going to fix them. Look, said we spent billions of dollars in aid in Ukraine simply to test our old equipment. You know, a war on the other side of the world that's been going on since 2014. Facts. Let me see what KD said. Karen Weaver was in the room. The people voted against her. Hey, but they was tricked. And and them people was tricked to trick the masses. The Flint Ford is what Lydell and Neely and their crew came up with that. And they moving it forward too. Leave them with I just sent you on the water in your messenger. I'm finna put it up right now, Denise. I was trying to catch all this other stuff. I got you right now. I got you. I got you. Oh crap, Denise. I can't get that. I think that person got me blocked. I can't even it won't even let me pull it up. Hey Denise, you gonna have to they got me blocked. Hey, they got me blocked. I can't even leave that, but I will read what you put. It got me blocked. It said, do not believe this garbage. This platform might have been paid off. This is why most of the country think the water is fixed, and it's not misinformation, lies. It say Flint, Michigan has officially replaced all 11,000 lead pipes after 10 years of activism refusing to give up every home. Yeah, it won't let me pull it up. They got me blocked. It said this content isn't available right now. Whoever that is, Denise, they got me blocked. Yeah, they won't let me see it. Yeah, they won't. They got me blocked over there. Yeah. Hey, yeah, I'm blocked, so I can't see none of that. Listen, but hey, I don't know why because we still talk about it every day on here. Like, believe me, it's certain shows who do talk about it. Okay, well have that for me because yeah, it got me blocked, Denise. So it keeps saying it won't show up. It's no more available. Yeah, but I'm just telling you. But but that's what they do. Look, just think about it. Governor Gretchen Whitmer was able to go on the Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne them didn't call her. Yeah, that's purposely though. That's like it's here. You see more of the podcast talking about the water. Like you battling a hell of a system. And the lovely Deborah Luna then tapped in. Good morning, beloved. I'm just saying. I want to come on and get y'all the message. Hey, listen, we've been talking about it for the longest. We ain't stopped. I got in the game in 21, and we've been talking about the water ain't been fixed. Seriously. Terrible. Everybody we bring on, the people in the chat will tell you. it's other people starting to notice it, but it ain't sparked enough. You know, a lot of people, like I said, I try to put it here. We will be going on X this next week. I'm gonna start putting our shows on X. I'm gonna put us out there on X for some of the people can hear it on there and see how many people can catch us on X about the water. But like, yeah, that's like I said, we in election season. You got people running. Like I said, we still have a problem on residency. But Kevin, I listen. Well, I hope you can spread it, bring people to this channel, Fat Bong Shady, for they can understand we don't have the water not fixed. But tap into the 6 o'clock, 6:15. It come on. It's called the Nightly Nip. You will see me and my co-host Winters Hall. It's gonna be very entertaining and educational about how we getting played up this way. Yeah, it's rough. Let me see. I'm seeing you say, I bet dude per government shady business in the 50s and 60s. See, I infected over 50 over, slow down. The CIA infected over 50% of the African American population with syphilis, AIDS, and so much more to simply experiment. Payouts didn't. Allegedly, we won't go with that. Said that happened until the mid 20 payouts that happened until the mid 2010s. Wow. Let me see. Mayor Neely have expressed compassion and sympathy to the loss of life relating to the poisonous water and having shown an outreach of making Flint whole. I don't know why would he keep going around says the most tested. Why is you steady saying that? Won't he come on and say the water is bad? That'll really tell me where he at. He can't come out and say, look, he wouldn't be saying we in recovery. He'd be like, look, we back in a water crisis. Now we finna be in a cancer crisis, kidney disease crisis. Like, where's the recovery at? But I'm saying when people go to the I don't get, you know what? Do y'all really think it's gonna be a fair election when Davina running the clerk office? Do y'all like we gonna play this game? Davina gonna give a fair election and she running the clerk office? Are we seriously? I mean, let's just be honest. They do not care. All the allegations the good fella in the first ward did. Like, I mean, just saying coming out showed that he was on teller living in the sixth ward since July. He was able to still hold the first ward seat. Now he able to move into a new house so he can run. So how if he did move into the new house in the third ward, how is he governed from the first ward? Shouldn't he have to forfeit the first ward seat since we know he's running for the third ward? So that means he moved in the third ward house. That means he's not living in the first ward house that's in the first ward. He's living in the third ward house and he's from the govern from the third ward house to first ward. Make that make sense? Hey, fact, Sally Belly. Well, you got a point on that, fat bong shady. Because hey, listen, and that's why people probably tired of voting. Sally Belly said, when you see that Flint Ford, you know the mayor's within the mix. Facts. That's why you seeing people who getting in there. They don't want. Man, I'm telling you, I was watching Tariq Nasheed, blew my mind. He had like then at 30,000, 40,000 in his. Now he had like 8,000 or no 14,000 in his live. Got over 40,000 views as of like 3 this morning when I was up watching it. When he talked about how Mays was giving him hell, I was trying to look on the council and see where the hell would be coming from. Who would fight it? When he said he was the last, I was like, damn. And this brother is from California. So that means he had been watching Summer City Council. I'm sitting up here like, damn, where's the fighters at? That would challenge, that would call Davina out on council. Like, where's that at? Like, you know what I'm saying? To me, I just be feeling like, I just be feeling like, but to be with you, Kevin, tell me, be honest. I think both sides kind of want Davina up in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think neither side. Facts. I believe both sides. They feel she can be controlled. Let me see this, Mark. Cause yes, Mickey, everything you say about residency is true, but residency don't matter. It never has in Flint, and y'all pay a big price for that. It has to be cleaned up. Facts. Let me see. The clerk office restaurant will open in this election season. A lot of cooking will be going. Facts. I'm not going to turn a blind eye to. They're already distracting us now with Art Neely is working on on this new council for sure. It should have been investigated before not long with the mayor. He keeps saying the most tested. He not saying the safest water. Facts. So you got to watch what he say. What's up, Hassan? Extremely late hour. I'm here. Good morning. You ain't never late. I ain't started to 10 anyway, good brother. Like 10:15 I started. But tap into 6 tonight. We're gonna bring the heat to you. I'm just saying, until we get that together, we ain't fixing nothing, family. We just like we playing. To be honest with y'all, we playing until we can get that fixed. Because they don't want Davina gone. You don't think the other side, if they get control, they're gonna be running Davina just like this mayor running Davina. Both sides will gonna want to keep her up in there. Well, she will go to wherever she feel the majority of the votes at. That's really the real problem. Let's be honest. She gonna go because whoever she go to, she feel like if this side they gonna have help up top. Let's be honest. Let's don't, cause you don't hear nobody really hollering about it. Davina, they might do something behind the scenes. I mean, yeah, the ones we showed up on there. Like I'm waiting. Like I said, we gonna probably have to wait till April 21st to really find out who running or not. A lot of people just, threw little shots and stuff. We don't know if they running or not. Let's be honest. And then people who running, they gotta make sure they got money behind them. Let's be honest. That's what's really dictating who got money behind them. So a lot of this shit gonna thin out in a second. So be be patient, families. So everybody who running. Well, Kevin, if you feel that way, that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? Shit. If that's how you feel. I hope you right. And not just throwing that out there, brother. I hope you right. Fact, Allen, you know it is, but but listen, he got protection. He got that connection, like, cause ain't nothing happening to him. Look, his wife don't even have to do debates. Hell, look, didn't you hear when she come in and said the news she got back? She ain't even worried. Would you be worried? I told you, I seen her. This what she be doing. I was at that sixth ward when they had they meeting over there. She was like this. Oh, I don't need to talk. Was playing on her phone. I said, damn. She might. Matter of fact, I thought I put the camera because y'all know I was talking shit. I said, look, sixth ward. I said state rep ain't got to say nothing, and that's why I was saying. To be honest with you, Kevin, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, man. I'm not even finna sit there and lie to you. I can count on one hand, really on one finger, and I'll use the joints. 1, 2, 3. I'll go this way. I can use this and show you what I done. Be honest with you, how many shows I done watched the Art Woodson. I watched the one when he responded back to Carol and I never saw her, so I just heard what was said. I watched that one where he responded back to her, and that was it. Let me be honest with you. That was it. I watched some no, I'm just telling you, like, what I haven't done. And I want to say I was trying to watch his other show, but we all been coming on at certain times. Like, I believe he on Knox. When I was just getting that information on Facebook, he was on. I can tell you, people would, hit me back, but no, I ain't even watched them. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I get it. So many people didn't flip. I'm looking still at 2019. I looked at some of the stuff that happened even in 2022. Like I know a lot of them is fake allegiances, but I'm not gonna be because I don't want it on me to be saying like I'm like 810 did this. No, that's why you don't hear me saying nothing. That's why I said I don't see nothing wrong for when I said here with time the councilwoman of the Sixth Ward going if she's supporting Carol, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And I said this again. Sometimes maybe you'll learn from your mistake from the lot. Maybe they learned from when they were saying we going for AC and Beverly Biggs, how that turned out. I'm just being honest with you. I can't. I can't. I'm not gonna get up. I'm not gonna say that. And if you know what I'm saying, even without running, I told you. I said it wouldn't. I think the first war would be helped by either one, Carol or Art. And I said, and I really need to look back. Oh, I don't listen, man. You, Kevin. Let me explain this. We come on here and highlight. Well, I know me and Winters and the shows we do. We come on here and highlight where the mayor is wrong at. Then broke the stories. You know, you done been there when we done broke these stories that came out. Do you think I think that Mayor Neely all of a sudden he like me right now just as well as do you think I think Dr. Weaver don't like me? Let me just, you know what I'm saying? I just call a spade a spade. I don't see neither the current one or the former one will have any likings to 810. Let me just be honest with you. I listen, I'm not with neither side, but I will say this though. I said it before I said I think the first ward would get help if it was from Carol or if it was from whoever get in that seat. I believe the first ward to get help. And I even said it back then when it was just Carol against Leon. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But with me, do I think Carol would be friendly to 810? No. Let's be honest. I'm not saying nobody. We done fell out with everybody. Let me be honest. I'm just saying I know these people in the city of Flint need some help. That's my thing. I'm just saying, but I say it again. Did I agree with Carol taking the shot? No, because I believe she could be the front runner for the first ward. And you know, Chris Caleb, and I said, and I was on here saying I didn't think DeRico was gonna run. Who want to come in this mess with this beer? Man, it's too much. This is the epitome of crabs in the barrel and the crabs in the bucket mentality here. Just think about it. We just started. I mean, people went to naming their names and they just felt some type of way. They just felt some type of way. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying, Denise. I'm gonna hold this on for tonight. Yeah, it's all about politics, fam. You must learn the game, and neither is a man. Just think about it. I told you I was in the room with AC Dumas when he called Bishop Chris Martin up, Deacon AC Dumas. When they had a debate, I heard Bishop Martin talk about Weaver. I heard at this time Reverend he ain't Flynn. He was Pastor Flynn at this time. I heard how they talked about Dr. Weaver behind their back. This ain't nothing new. I seen it. I ain't going on here like, oh, and you see what I'm saying? Look what Michelle said. The Regal has a law, but I'm trying to tell you, do people got time for stuff like that? He didn't lose the big seat he had, good brother. He was the president of the council of the county. I think they just took that from him. He got voted out. But that was from people I'm willing to bet you it was people that looked like me and you plotted against him over there. I feel you. So I was going to run until I seen Art was run. I just want someone who cares about Flint facts. I'm just yeah. Never trust a snake. We live by those principles. Hawaii and many nations got overtaken by trusting the snake. Facts. Okay, Kevin said, I just hope people live what they say. I'm going to bring that to. I'm going to bring the heat. But it should have been brought though, Kevin. That was the thing. This the thing with me. I get what you're saying, but if that heat wasn't brought during the first time, and this only is like we selected politic and who we going at, and this one going on before you wasn't saying like all this stuff wasn't going on. That's to me is crazy because it's like we only going after it's like it's crazy. Like we been knew about this residency stuff. Like when Liddell came here, it was been talked about. But see, if we gonna be real, if people gonna be real, you got to start there. Now, all this, that's what I'm saying. All this righteousness, the stuff being did, it just amazes me. That's why, like I said, I'm not on no side. But I will say this: it's gonna be terrible. Let me see. There will be no changing of the guard on the Mott Foundation watch. Facts. He has a lot, but also at home and different. That's like nearly and others. Oh wow. Jake said, I want to know who lives in Flint that's running. Listen, it's so terrible. He said, Winters wanted him to run. I knew he wasn't going to run. You knew he wasn't going to run. Listen, I didn't think he was going to run when I see all the stuff going on. Let me see this. I went to the cancer cluster study, and the artists responsible for the Neelys and Derico were trying to get in front of the people. I just hope people recognize the game that's being played. Wow. I had to come back and read that, Michelle. I had to come back. I didn't want to miss nothing. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm being nosy now because I know this wasn't to me. I think you know the answer to that question. Young kids and a wife that lived in another time. That wasn't for me. I put that back. That wasn't for me. You have to file a federal lawsuit. Y'all didn't want to listen. I put Liddell out. No, Kevin. No, don't say y'all. No. You remember I was in there in the back. But Gilchrist said who all wanted, they said they get behind Liddell. Now, I was there. That wasn't put out there because I was me. This is the time me and 21 was cool. We was 10 toes down with Sis Audrey Muhammad. No. I ain't gonna, I ain't gonna let's do this selective politicking now. It was a whole lot of stuff. They didn't want Sis Audrey in that seat. And do we gotta bring up that history again? If we're going to do it, tell it all the way right. They didn't want Sis Audrey in that seat. Let's be honest. That's why I'm just sitting back laughing. I'm looking at how stuff being played. And I'm, like I said, I'm not, only time I'm going to speak up if it ain't being real. I can't let you we ain't going to do the selective politicking on how the game was played. People knew that. I've been saying Inez Brown should have been held accountable. I didn't get no help behind that. People was overlooking that. I've been said that. People keep forgetting that though. But y'all wanted Liddell in. I can say this. Y'all wanted Liddell in there. Now she in there, and you see how it turned out. No. We not talking about you. No. We talking about Liddell getting that support she was getting. That's what I'm talking about the first time. And if she do get put out, if she don't win it wasn't because of us. It'd be because the mayor. Let's be honest. Wouldn't be because of us, because she fell out with the mayor and he ain't putting the support behind her. That's why she probably out here grinding like she grinding. Let's be honest. It ain't wouldn't have nothing to do with us. It's because she fell out. I'm telling you, Sue Alice said, facts, Mickey. The up top uses our own to take us down. From Malcolm Martin and so many others, they pay our own off the top. Facts. That's what I'm saying. It was all right. But when that hold up, listen, getting a recall. Do y'all understand? Nah, come on now, putting the name and getting the recall out. Then we just go through. He got the clerk office. Then we just see 6 recalls, so that wasn't gonna do it. We talking about when knew she wasn't living here, and when Sister Muhammad was the only one, and me and 21 was the only one was arguing with people online. That's what I'm talking about. Getting in there. No, you needed to stop her before she got in there. That's what I'm talking about. Now we talking about when she got it, once it's in there, just like the mayor got in there. Once he in there, he was already in there. That's why this is why he gonna get to get his people up in there. I can see that now. But as long as A10 ain't behind on it, I can already see how this going. I can see it. Neely finna get his people right up in there. And that was the problem then. Everybody want to be the chief and there was no Indians. Everybody want to take call for the recalls and look how that turned out. How many failed recalls was it? But listen, that's the problem right there, Kevin. Like you just said, we're gonna blame Rich on this. Had so many people up in there. Well, Rich wasn't on there. He wasn't the reason for them signatures. Them 6 papers came up missing though. See, we don't want to put that out there. You got to put that clerk office out there too. See, we had Dominic Clemens on here when he said it would have been investigated, or people would have been fired. Why wouldn't no people fired? You put out you put who? Liddell. Only person I knew that said Liddell was not living in Flint was Sis Audrey Muhammad. Now we was both in the back of that parking lot. Now we was both back there when Gilchrist himself, he said he asked people, who do y'all want? And people said, and he called names out. I didn't hear nothing about she wasn't living there then. I'm just, brother, all I can tell you is when I rolled by that man's house over there in the second ward, that's why I don't, lay it right there. When I met him, I was right at his house. Just like when Tanya Burns, they say when I met her, I met her right off in the 6th ward. I only can speak on what I know. I can't speak on what I don't know. That's the only thing I can tell you. I only can speak on what I know. You might be privy to more. That's why, like I said, let's just say this: until people can get on the same page, if people can get on the same page, maybe it'll work in the new year. But I'll say this, the way it's going about it, Neely ain't gonna lose. Only thing I can tell you, until y'all get on the same page, listen, until y'all get on the same page, till y'all get on the same page, y'all not gonna be Neely gonna keep winning. But he got his person right back in. You got Candace in the 7th ward. Yeah, but got Candace in. You got Allie out. You traded Allie for Candace. To be honest with you, JP6, I'm just gonna tell you. All I can tell you is, man, you just gotta pray. Because I'm telling you, if you see how this going, man, we finna be in the same situation, family. We finna be in the same. Now, what up, Omar? Man, I came on at 10, about 10:15 anyway, but I will tell y'all, tap in at 6:15. I will be here for the nightly nip. We're gonna go back. We're gonna get off into this stuff. We're gonna get all the way off into it. Even about, you know what I'm saying? Since we haven't never stopped talking about the mayor on here. We talk about everybody, to be honest with you. We don't hold nothing with nobody. I'm just saying, just as well, if you think I'm going to look at any different from this current administration from the last one, 18 is friends to none of them. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. So it ain't, I just think the way y'all probably going about this, I just play y'all don't mess it up and the mayor get his people in. Oh, it ain't no problem, Alan. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no problem. I just pray y'all don't get caught up in this in like 2019 and he get to walk his people up in there. Because also, too, this is what turns people off. Oh no, Sherry, no, they gonna go at each other. I could tell. I seen this show before. I seen this one. When I didn't even I was waiting. You seen all the messiness Red's Ugly's head. But that goes back to your clerk office. That goes back to your clerk office, Kevin. That's what I'm telling you. It goes back to the clerk office. Good morning, Linda Chilton. It goes right back to the clerk office. Well, family, I brought y'all to the almost to 12 o'clock. I came in. I didn't want to leave y'all without talking to y'all this morning, waiting all the way to 6 o'clock to chop it up with y'all. I didn't want to wait till this evening. But I had a couple appointments I had to go to, so I wanted to tap in and wrap it with y'all. You know, them were the two subjects I want to bring in about fire, what we looking at in ICE and what happened here. You know, that's all I'm wanted to say. You know, I had appointments. I was coming on late. You know, I was gonna try to have Trevor come on at 9 o'clock to chop it up with y'all, but I knew I had appointments, so but I knew I couldn't do it without talking to y'all, just to get in vibe with y'all. You know, so that's why I tapped in. Even I wanted to chop it up with the family before I get busy. I will see y'all. I probably will start the show. It'll start at 6:15, but I will be here at 6 o'clock. I will have it up. I will have it up, and we will be. Hey, thank you, the lovely Sherry Allen. I would be. I was trying to, but I'm like, nah. Let me get over and talk to the family. Just getting y'all warmed up for later on when winters get ready to come on. I will see y'all family at 6 o'clock. I'll be here at 6 o'clock. I might start it at 6 if I get in time. I will start it at 6. If not, it will be started at 6:15. I'm gonna chop it up with y'all probably before she get here. But I will see y'all on the nightly nip, and when I'm gonna have more stuff we can talk about. Peace, family.